Prime Minister Narendra Modi is the boss, his Australian counterpart Anthony Albanese said at a grand community event in Sydney for the Indian diaspora. In his introductory remarks, Mr. Albanese referred to the vast audience and compared PM Modi's popularity to that of legendary rock star Bruce Springsteen, who is also known by the fans as the boss. The last time I saw someone on this stage was Bruce Springsteen, and he did not get the welcome that Prime Minister Modi has got. Prime Minister Modi is the boss, said the Australian Prime Minister, drawing a grin from the Prime Minister Modi and cheering and applause from the tens of thousands gathered at Kudos Bank Arena in Sydney. When the two Prime Ministers arrived at the venue, PM Modi was given a traditional welcome. The event began with cultural performance by Indian dancers. Speaking before Prime Minister Modi, Mr. Albanese spoke about his bilateral meeting with PM Modi scheduled after the event. Pakistan's former Prime Minister Imran Khan has been granted bail in multiple cases by an anti-terrorism court in capital Islamabad. Media reports said that the chief of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf Party was granted bail until June 8 in 8 cases related to violence at the court complex in March this year. Khan's wife Bushra Bibi was also granted protective bail until May 31 in a corruption case on Tuesday by the National Accountability Bureau Court in Islamabad. Khan, who says he is facing nearly 150 legal cases against him since he was removed from power in April last year, will be appearing before another NAB court in the garrison town of Rawalpindi later in the day. The couple is accused of accepting the gift of property to build a private university in exchange for providing benefits to a real estate tycoon. Khan has denied the charge, saying he and his wife were not involved in any wrongdoing. Brazil has declared an animal health emergency for 6 months after authorities detected its first ever case of avian influenza virus in wild birds, according to a document signed by the government's agriculture minister. The South American nation, the world's biggest chicken meat export with $9.7 billion in sales last year, has confirmed at least 8 cases of the H5N1 virus in wild birds, including one in Rio de Janeiro state and 7 in the neighboring state of Espirito Santo. Infection by the H5N1 subtype of avian flu in wild birds does not trigger trade bans, based on guidelines of the World Organization for Animal Health. However, a case of bird flu on a farm usually results in the entire flock being killed and can trigger trade restrictions from importing countries. The country's agriculture ministry said later on Monday it has created an emergency operations center to coordinate, plan and evacuate national actions related to avian influenza. While Brazil's main meat-producing states are in the south, the government is on alert after the confirmed cases such as avian flu in wild birds has been followed by transmission to commercial flocks in some countries. 6 Pakistan security personnel were killed in an overnight siege by dozens of militants on a Hungarian-owned oil and gas exploration site. Pakistan has seen an increase in militancy since the Taliban returned to power in neighboring Afghanistan in 2021, with attacks mostly targeting security forces and foreign interests accused of exploitation. About 50 fighters attacked the site owned by the Budapest-headquartered MOL group around midnight in the Hangu district of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, District Police Chief Asif Bahadur said. They were armed with light and heavy weapons and fired mortar shells, killing 6 security personnel at the main entrance to the remote side near the Afghan border, said Bahadur. He said that the dead included 4 members of paramilitary police assistance force, the Frontier Constabulary, and 2 Pakistani private security guards for the firm. The exchange of fire continued for more than an hour. Police forced the militants to flee, Bahadur added.
Subscribe to Oneindia channel and never miss an update.